Yay! Happy Wednesday. Nope, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Sorry. We're only a minute late, but I have to restart my iPad. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Hi guys, it's April from MamaLovesFood.com and DinnerHero.com. I hope you are well. You all look beautiful and gorgeous and amazingly refreshed. I don't know how you do it. I know I'm not doing it. Good morning, Miss Carrie. So, my baby is 7. It's official. He did not regenerate. I keep teasing him. I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday. Good morning, Amanda. I keep teasing him. So we are Doctor Who junkies. We all watch Doctor Who together. And for those of you who are familiar with Doctor Who, when something really bad happens, when he would normally die, you're beautiful, Miss Anne. He regenerates. And he shoots light out of his arms and legs, and that's my reminder to do my morning show. He shoots light out of his arms and legs, and he regenerates, but he comes back as a new body. So I keep teasing my kids that on their birthdays they regenerate. And Linda's a 10. High five. Yeah, go ahead and give your mental health number. I totally forgot to say that in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. I'm like a 5 today. I'm not good. I'm not bad. Excuse me. What was I saying? Yeah, so my older kids all just totally roll their eyes at me, but my 7-year-old thinks it's hilarious. So I when I tucked him in bed the night before his birthday, I kept saying, I'm so excited to see if you're gonna regenerate too. Do you think you'll have a beard? And he just fits of giggles and thought it was really funny. So now I keep, every time I walk by him, in the hallway or in the kitchen or whatever, I'm still waiting for that beard. I have a weird reflection, right on my chin today. I don't know where that's coming from. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Tracy says, first day of senior year for my daughter. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Rosie's an 8. Amanda's an 8. The other Amanda's an 8. Amanda Moore and Amanda Mooring. Right in a row. That's too funny. Linda's a 10. Laura's an 8/9. You guys are all so high. Carrie says you're often between a 4 and a 6. What would make you a 9, 10? No more pandemic. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I mean, look, I'd love to be a 9, 10. But I don't see that happening for me anytime soon. And I don't want to lie and say that I'm in a great mood, right? I'm not. I don't want to. I'm just giving it to you straight. I'm not in a great mood these days. I enjoy being with you guys. I enjoy our time together. So, I mean, if we want to parse out at 9 o'clock to 9:15, I'm usually closer to a 7 to an 8. But on the whole, I'm a little low lately. It is what it is. We're dealing with extraordinary circumstances, and everything feels heavy, and my kids are struggling, and it's just kind of, a lot of things suck right now. So I don't know if I'll get there, but I hope I will at some point. Good morning, Michelle. I also don't think there's anything wrong with, not being a high number all the time. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'd love to get to 8 or 9. Maybe one day when Carrie says, if I visit you one day, will you be a 10? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I miss cooking, Amanda. It's just really not. Our house right now is not able to accommodate me taking over the kitchen for that period of time anymore. So it's too much chaos. There's screaming in my pool right now. Can you guys hear it? So yeah, Michelle's a 4 to a 6. That's an improvement from yesterday, Michelle. I'm glad it's getting better. Yay. So I was talking to my aunt. Thanks, Deanna. I don't feel bad. I want to be clear. I don't feel bad, right? I just feel I'm not having great days. I'm having some bad days. So my mom's visiting, which is why she's not online right now. She just poked her head in a second ago and said hi. She's taking the kids in the pool right now. They are social distancing in the pool, so she gets one and they get the other. Because this is the life we live. At least in my house. Good morning, Miss Rhonda. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? We're all coping. We're all coping. So I was talking to my aunt a few years ago, and I think we were vacationing together, just the two of us. And I remember she said to me, she's got a pretty big house, and she's an empty nester now. Her kids have all moved out and gotten married, and her husband passed a few years ago. And I remember she was like, "Oh, I just want to clean out my whole house and get rid of everything." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." And then the next breath, she's like, "So I can buy all new stuff." And I was like, that is so accurate. Like, I always hear about people, you know, "Oh, I'm gonna clean out my stuff and be a minimalist," and I'm like, I don't really want to do that, right? I kind of just want to I like new stuff. I like shopping. I love shopping, right? Like, not that I need hordes of stuff. I don't, which is why I like to get rid of stuff. But it's just funny. It's such a honest thing, right? Because most people don't say, like, oh, when you get rid of stuff, you're like, oh, I'm going to declutter and empty my life and, you know, whatever. But no, I just want new stuff. Hi, Angela. I'm not sure at this point. Hopefully sometime soon. Tracy says, I feel like I've cooked everything. I'm ready to go out and sit down to dinner. Someone else waiting me. Right? I think it's especially hard for those of us who are like the cooks in the family. Like, you know, Wes will reheat stuff. Totally fine. But, there's like a, I can't, is that makeup? Oh yeah, that was makeup. Yeah, he'll reheat stuff, you know, that I've made before, but he doesn't cook, right? Or he'll do like a really simple recipe that I have, but I'll never come into the kitchen and be like, look, I made this stir fry and, you know, salmon bake. It's never going to happen, right? So I think this kind of thing is especially frustrating for those of us especially those of us, one, who are doing a full quarantine, which that's not a judgment. I'm a high risk person, so that's why we're doing this. I'm not judging anybody who's not doing this level of crazy. But yeah, if you're choosing not to go out and then you are the one that cooks the food, I love cooking and it still feels relentless. Like, and you do sort of feel like you've run out of recipes, even though obviously we haven't. There are thousands and thousands of recipes, right, online, which is why, yeah, but you do sometimes get into that like mindset where you're like, I've cooked tacos, I've cooked chicken, I've cooked, ground beef, I've cooked, yeah, it's easy to fall into that trap. And I'm going to plug myself right here because I will say that if you have my cookbook and you've filled your pantry according to my cookbook, it does make life easier. We actually made last night for Cole's birthday, we did the what do you call it? Meat Lovers Pizza from the Dinner Hero cookbook. Rosie says, Stock Talk, have you seen Lumber Liquidators? You suggested it and it's really gone up. Oh, I haven't looked recently. Should we look? We haven't talked about stocks in a while, have we? I am still investing. Between $5 and $20 a week, depending on how poor I feel. So let's see. Okay, it's down a little bit today. Overall, we're up. Yeah, we like the green. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Lumber Liquidators. What did it do? That is one that I suggested. Oh, nothing's loading. My internet's down, I think, in the camper. I think that's why it wasn't working before. Nothing is loading. I don't know. Anyway. Well, I'm glad to hear that Lumber Liquidators was a good one. If you guys want to play with stocks with us, I do have a coupon code for you. It will get you a free stock. Trading's free, all that fun stuff. Doesn't cost you anything except for the money that you put in. Funny moment. Facebook just notified me that you're live. Whew, a little too late, Facebook. Oh, did it load? I think it loaded. Nope, didn't load. Still didn't load. Look, it's just giving me like gray. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. My internet is being really cranky today. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that was refreshing. I like to shop. Do you guys like to shop? I just love roaming Target and Home Goods and Costco I don't even need to spend money. Like, even just looking at stuff and getting ideas for how to, like, redo my stuff makes me happy. I do. I love it. It's good. I don't have anything written down today. Actually, I'm running really late. I'm slipping back into this bad habit. Tell me if you guys do this, where I'm naturally, like, my natural circadian rhythm, however you say that, is night owl. And so since the whole shift, I've shifted to getting up early in the morning, and I'm getting up at like 6, and I'm trying to be in my office by like 7, usually a little bit before 7, and getting working, and then trying to go to bed earlier. While and I've been so good about it for months now, but this past like 2 weeks, I don't know, I've been staying up a little bit later. And then my other rule has been I won't work after the work day's over. So after about 5, I put my computer away and I don't work, right? Until the next day. I just don't. And yeah, the past couple weeks I've been pulling out my laptop and this is a problem. I'm a workaholic. I love my work. I enjoy work. I enjoy creating recipes. I enjoy creating content. So it doesn't feel like a chore, but what happens is I get sucked into it, and then I'm like, I can do a few more minutes. I can do a few more minutes. I can do a few more minutes. And then I look over at the clock, and it's like, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then my alarm clock goes off at 6, and I'm like, and I had been keeping up with that until about a week ago, and I started hitting the snooze button, which is not my MO. I'm not a snooze button hitter. And it's been a little bit of a spiral. So I think I need to we talked about it yesterday, I set the bedtime alarm, and you guys, Apple lets you snooze the bedtime alarm, which is a bad idea. So I just snoozed it. And I got in bed by midnight, which was, I guess, better than the last few nights, but then I snoozed in the morning until 6:30, so then I was running late. And I didn't make my list. So my goal is always to make my list and cross out at least like 3 things on it in the morning before I do the live show. I wrote 1 thing on my list this morning. 1. And I didn't cross anything off. This is what my list normally looks like. It's very long. And it's not like I don't get everything done. Do you guys do that? I make a list every day, but with no expectation of getting everything done on it. Just stuff that I need to keep at the top of my mind. Tracy says, I'm trying to get motivated. I'm walking every morning. Lost 56 pounds. Look at you, girl. That's amazing. Get healthy, boo. Love it. I need donuts in my life. I had a half a cinnamon roll for breakfast this morning. It was left over from Nicholas's birthday breakfast yesterday, and I had regret immediately because it gave me, not because it didn't taste delicious, it tasted delicious. It gave me heartburn right away. I was like, that's my body saying that's not a good idea. Oh, and my Fabfitfun came. I'm not going to go through everything, but this is the other thing that derailed me this morning. I think I have a coupon for that too if you guys want it. I'm not working with them this month. Sometimes I do work with them, sometimes I don't. This one I bought by myself. They did not send me one this month, which was sad. But I love them, so it's okay. Let's see. Here we go. This is a coupon if you want it. Share via link. I think it's $15 off, but don't quote me. It'll say link, I'm sure. And for those of you who don't know, Fabfitfun is like a quarterly beauty box, and I just love it. And if you sign up for it, you can, if you sign up for the year, you can customize it. Rhonda says, may seem like a lame question, but how difficult is it to create a recipe? So I really think it's kind of an art form, right? Like, I think first you have to get really comfortable in the kitchen. You have to cook a lot. Or you can do it the way I did and just try to start creating recipes, but you have to also understand that a lot of them are going to be terrible and fail. Don't do it the way I did it. But I think, it's like an art form, right? You practice. You cook all the things according to, you buy a Betty Crocker or a Better Homes and Gardens cookbook that's got every recipe in the world, or you go to a website like mine that's got tons and tons and tons of really easy recipes. And you just make them over and over and over again. And the more you make a recipe, the more you make recipes, the more familiar you become with ingredients, the more familiar you become with cook time on things, the more familiar you become with what works well together and what doesn't work well together. And so for me at this point, it's very easy to create a recipe. But I've been doing it this has been my job for 12 years, right? Whereas my 13-year-old is just starting to cook, and he's like, oh, I want to get in the kitchen and make something and create a recipe. And I'm like, well, do you know how to make this basic dish? Well, no. I'm like, well, you can't create a new recipe if you don't know the basics of, so I don't know if that answered your question, but my suggestion would be, if you want to create a recipe, start with a recipe that you know and love and work on it from there, if that makes sense. There's no sense in reinventing the wheel, right? One of my favorite things in the world to do is go to the grocery store and just walk the aisles and look at things and think, what can I do differently? How can I combine these things differently? Another thing I love to do, and my girlfriend Stacy inspires us a lot, is she loves the New York Times recipes. So the New York Times sends out recipes every day. And they tend to be a little bit complicated. They tend to have a lot of steps and a lot of ingredients. They're delicious recipes, but they're not ideal like weeknight if you've got a family recipes, right? So she will make a recipe from the New York Times, and then if she likes it, she sends it to me, and she's like, okay, this recipe has 17 ingredients and 42 steps. Can you make it so much easier? And then I love to do that. I like to say, okay, this is a really complicated recipe, and we're gonna dumb it down isn't even the right word. We're gonna make it approachable, right? And it's not gonna be the exact same, and it might not even be quite as good, but it's gonna be better insofar it's something that's achievable, right? So I don't know, that's my philosophy. Anyway, yeah, so I got my Fabfitfun Box today, and I was really excited. I am very excited. I got a big giant body towel, and it's got a button that stays on. I love towels. Do you guys like towels? I love towels. I got wrinkle spray. I don't know if I'll use this, like for laundry, not for faces. Michelle says, where did she get it? Who get what? What are we talking about? I love this. I've loved this forever. Do you guys have this? The Pixie Rose Mist. It smells like my grandmother in the best way. What else? This one I'm super excited about. Look. It's Sleep Mist, but it smells like, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. I know, it's so bright in here. Anyway, it says Hythe, Hythe, Tranquility Sleep Mist. It smells like, lavender, which is like my favorite scent in the world. I keep a satchel. IKEA has little satchels of dried lavender, and I keep them next to my bed, and when I have a headache coming on or if I'm stressed, I just literally sit there and smell it over and over again. The New York Times recipes. Oh, just sign up for them on their website. It comes through. They have lots of cookbooks you could buy, but they also will email you a recipe every day if you want it. Yeah, there's some cute stuff. Oh, I got this keychain. Helps you open doors so you don't have to touch them. Not that I go anywhere, but... And I got these pretty barrettes that Josie already stole some of. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but... Oh, my favorite thing though, look at these. Isn't it pretty? I came with 2 of these. Anyway, I don't know why. Like I said, I'm not working with them, but I do have a coupon if you want to use the coupon, you're welcome to. Okay, guys, I'm just rambling. I love you. You're awesome. I would super duper love if you bought a cookbook. Oh, recipe of the day. Apple cider cupcakes with salted caramel frosting. What? This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Taking what would normally be a really complicated sounding recipe, right? And just bringing it down a notch, because people who don't have time want delicious things too. So this is made with a cake mix. It's made with apple cider drink mix. It's made with canned frosting and caramel candies, and you put them all together to make this beautiful cupcake that is bakery style, and it's really good, and it's like very little effort, which is my favorite thing in the world to do. And speaking of very good and very little effort, I would love if you grabbed a copy of our cookbook full of lots of good food, very little effort. You guys have an amazing day. And P.S. Tomorrow's Friday. How do you like them apples? Have a great day.